road again. It's our biggest drive yet, from Arizona down through Dallas, Texas, to the music mecca of Austin. By a stroke of luck, we're here the weekend of the Republic of Texas Biker Rally. We rocked up in the center of Austin for an impromptu gig. The place was swarming with cops, and we didn't have a permit, so we were sure we were going to get shut down and arrested.
Yeah, we just rocked up the PA system. We decided we was going to do it. I was shitting myself. I think we're all shitting ourselves. We were playing to 250,000 hairy-ass bikers, and they're even hairier-ass women.
It was one of the best gigs ever. We played for 2 hours and the cops loved it. Only in Austin.
So why does Austin have a music scene when the rest of Texas has a fine musical tradition but doesn't have what Austin has? And I think that the reason is that, we're all sort of refugees from a state that's pretty conservative, pretty staid, and people come here, celebrate individuality, their own sort of independence. And it's one of the reasons why Austin's music scene doesn't conform to any one thing, but just displays kind of this range, this spectrum of creativity. Everything from blues to, sort of an alt country, flash blues or rock and roll or even some punk.
All over we've met awesome people. In Austin, we met Ron the drummer, who's played with Willie Nelson, and he invited us to come and jam with his band at this authentic little country place, Ginny's Little Longhorn, the home of Chicken Shit Bingo. Austin also holds a special interest for Sammy.
Yeah, when we found out we were going to Austin, Texas, I was excited to go and see the Stevie Ray Vaughan Memorial statue, which I knew was there. One of the reasons why I wanted to go and see it was because he was a key player. At the time I didn't realise, but he was my gateway into the blues and he had much more of an influence on my playing than I realised. My first memory of Stevie Ray Vaughan was when my mum brought home a videotape, Stevie Ray Vaughan live with Double Trouble, and that was my first introduction into the blues. Sadly he's no longer with us, but I think it'd be interesting to see what music he would come out with now.
Austin really found its soul and its focus like in the 60s. Everybody points to the heyday of the Armadillo as a gathering place for people of like mind. You had Willie Nelson to Frank Zappa playing in this great place, and the people who ran it were not interested in making a buck. They were just interested in having a great time and putting forward like the best music they could.
We even found the time to act like tits and play a bit of PlayStation Rock Band.
Like I said on Series 2, don't buy a Chevrolet, they're a pile of shit. It's either the pile of shit or the fucking ghosts has let us down. We were just talking about ghosts, about how incense get rid of spirits, and as soon as Justine said that, the accelerator pedal just went ping. The pedal is just to the floor, flapping away. Dirty fucking rotter. A load of bikers fucking screaming at us. Just nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
We're right in the middle of the bike rally in Austin. It's not the best place to break down.
And that fucking thing's haunted. Haunted Lancaster.
I've actually got some really grave concerns about the mechanical soundness of this vehicle, and because we're travelling such vast distances, we're driving to New York, I don't have the confidence that other things aren't going to go wrong with it, particularly something as fundamental as the accelerator pedal braking. What if that had happened at 75 miles an hour on a freeway? I feel really strongly that a new vehicle needs to be sorted today or at the latest tomorrow. I don't have any confidence, and I can't in good conscience put my family at risk like that.
It's a whole new layer, whole new setup.
Ooh, double reach out.
We can smell people's shits now when we go to sleep.
It's good. This is.
Does it feel ghost-free?
Feels ghost-free, yeah. Please don't be haunted.
We're all settled in our new rig, so we hit the road to New Orleans. We're not sure what to expect. It's somewhere we've seen on the news during the devastating Hurricane Katrina. But we also know it's a melting pot for creativity and self-expression. In New Orleans, anything goes. Why do I have to fucking talk?
The road taking its toll a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. The old vocal cords died on me tonight a little bit. Had to cut the set a little bit short, which was fucking frustrating. Cheers, man. Thank you. Sometimes it just doesn't want to play ball, so that was one of those nights, and yeah, just gotta get through it.
Does he know we're a rock band? Fuck me.
What's happened?
Well, we're playing in a fucking neighbourhood. It's ridiculous. Well, there should be lights. There shouldn't be fucking neighbours. There'll be neighbours coming around tonight saying, "Turn it down, it's too fucking loud."
Tight squeeze, eh?
Tight squeeze like trying to finger a fucking virginal nun. Fucking playing here. This is absolutely fucking outrageous. Nowhere to park.
Where is it?
It's here. Fucking bizarre. But still, you know, we're all each Tuesday night to this place.
Go on, Sam.
Well, this doesn't exactly look like a rock band venue, does it?
It's just a fucking joke.
It's a joke. Neutral Ground Coffee House. Man, I'm not playing here.
It's a waste of fucking time and energy. Push it back out again, Ted.
All he's done is basically
He
padded
wants
out.
his fucking head knocking off. He's never even been to the fucking venue.
He's never listened to the music by the sounds of it.
This is ridiculous. There's nothing here. We're empty fucking. We're going to be playing to coffee stuff. There's no fucking point playing here. Justine looked pissed off.
I'm going to check it out.
Peek yourself around here. See that thing there that Justine's come out with the chalkboard advertising the cream cake special? That's where we're playing. Advertising the cream cake special.
And he said the music has to be off by 11.
Your instruments are so loud we can't hear your voice.
Hang on a minute.
Raymond, I was doing this vocal.
You
Can't hear his voice is what I'm trying to say.
you can't just interrupt them mid-song and tell them to stop.
First of all, they're not even trying to play until 10 o'clock. Second of all,
Wait, we were due to
I'm
play
just
at 8
making a
o'clock.
suggestion to you guys is that I can't hear your voice because your instruments are too loud.
Okay,
That's all I'm making
cool.
a suggestion.
It's cool.
I'm not messing with them. I'm
Kind of
here
midway
to
through the
enjoy
song,
them as well.
it just makes it a bit difficult. We were determined not to let one bad gig ruin this great city for us.
Get a dog up, yeah.
My name is James Jones from New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is known for jazz, of course. You know, historically, New Orleans has been a jazz city. It's the birthplace of jazz, where jazz music started, and a lot of ethnic music. You know, a lot of black music. It's all really great, but in the past, since the 1960s, New Orleans has become a home for every kind of music, from jazz to blues to punk rock. And there's also a thriving punk rock scene here in New Orleans, and I'm in a punk rock band called The Riffs. A lot of the songs that I write are a lot about the idealism that was in punk rock, that used to be, anyway. Community, questioning government, and now, but a lot of the punk rock scene here in New Orleans, it's all about apathy and getting wasted, which has a time and a place, but also you have to care about something, that's what it's all about, and we're trying to bring that back. After Hurricane Katrina, a lot of people came down here just to lose themselves and party, but this is my city, and it was a beautiful city, and I'm trying to bring that back with our band. But the music scene in New Orleans is extensive. Like I said, growing up here, it's steeped in every kind of music, At any given time, on the same street corner, they'll have 4 different clubs on each street corner. We've got jazz over here, punk rock over here, rock and roll over here, and whatever, It is a tough scene to get into, but once you're in it, everybody loves you, We're trying to get people from all over the world to come down to our city and play music. That's why we're interested in meeting you guys, Authentic New Orleans music obviously would be jazz, but New Orleans took on a lot of outside influence, and also there's a very big hip-hop scene here in New Orleans that came out of the projects and the ghettos. A lot of guys made it big doing rap and hip-hop music, and that's kind of, nowadays, I'd say that rap is known just as well as being a New Orleans music as jazz, with Lil Wayne and Cash Money and all those guys. I mean, they're all from here, The thing about New Orleans is it's a melting pot of music. You've got everything, and it can all call New Orleans home. Yeah, Hurricane Katrina ruined the city, Everyone had to leave, and the people that stayed either wound up on the top of their house surrounded by water, or they died, More people died in Hurricane Katrina than the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War put together. I lost my house. It was underwater, and actually it was just gone. It washed away. The government left a lot of people here to rot. The government didn't help very much, and the people that came back, they did it themselves. They started working and rebuilding. And the city's definitely come back, but it definitely was a kick in the balls. The people that live here, New Orleanians love New Orleans, and we all came back and rebuilt from nothing.
This is our last night in this inspiring place, and it wouldn't be complete without a jam, New Orleans style. The awesome band playing at the time was kind enough to let us get up and do a version of one of our tracks, Juxtapose.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. We love this place. New Orleans. New Orleans, I should say. Shit, yeah.
Got to give Capelle a shot. You've got to listen to their stuff. You have to. Because if it isn't the power in these great vocals, if it isn't the freaking rockin' guitars, if it isn't just an incredible funky rhythm that pops out at you and just makes you go, wow, what is that? It's got to be because of the fine people and the earnestness and the determination of something that's just fermenting and just waiting to just explode.
Next week on Capelle All Roads, we travel to Mississippi and Memphis to interview and jam with some of the greatest forgotten bluesmen. And in Memphis, Eddie finally gets to go to Graceland, a place where his late father had really hoped to go.
That's for you, Dad.